Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Aquarius for the month of February 2016. Welcome everyone. Like I always say, please remember to check your rising and your moon sign because that will give you more information on the energies available to you in this month. Let's start with this card right here. You have in the challenge position the only major arcana card that you have, that is the Judgment card. This is a card that we see an angel announcing the good news to those who are going to be saved, okay? And it's also a card that in and out of itself we can say that talks about patience, because you have to wait throughout the bad times to receive those good news. I believe you have been waiting, and this is part of your focus also in this month, Aquarius, that you have been waiting for good news to arrive in terms around a certain situation. You have been waiting for some improvement, okay? And I believe you have been waiting, not only, this is not something that happens in February, this is something that you have been waiting in the previous month and months, even perhaps, all going back to 2015. In the center of the reading, and this is why I've been saying these things, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is a card that represents leaving behind a situation that is no longer emotionally fulfilling, emotionally satisfactory for us. This is a card where we found ourselves in a situation where we go like, you know what, I've done everything I could have done to improve this and it hasn't improved. The only thing left to do is to just walk away. And I believe you're going to be leaving a situation behind, leaving a relationship behind, maybe a job, maybe a place where you live. You will be leaving it behind because it's no longer, like I said before, emotionally you don't feel satisfied. You don't feel like you're being appreciated. And also this is a card that has a lot of water, of course, for the cups, but also the moon. So follow your intuition. This is a month for many signs that where the tarot has asked, tune into yourself, tune into your own knowledge, which is intuition, and you will know what to do. In the position of the things you cannot change, you have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is a card that represents, like all aces, a new step in a new direction. It's a new beginning, and being the Ace of Cups, it represents emotionally a new beginning in your emotional life, in your even spiritual life. It's a card that has a lot of spiritual meaning along with the Judgment card. So it could be that you're re-engaging in some kind of practice, spiritual practice, or you're living some type of practice for a different one where you feel more connected. The Ace of Cups also represents, for some of you, not for everyone, but for some of you, could represent a new love relationship in your life. So it could be that you have been in a relationship with someone, with your current partner, and you have been hoping that it improves, and you have tried different things to improve this, but you weren't able to achieve that. You didn't receive the good news that this will improve, so you decide to walk away and start on this new relationship, okay? Even if this is not romantic, you will have walking away is the right decision, because this is something that is very fulfilling and it's very balanced and very peaceful. It's healthy, and this is walking out of a relationship of something that is not healthy. So it's a good decision. In the help that you're going to receive, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups represents our past, and looking back at our past with with tender feelings. It's like longing for the past. This means in the help position that whoever comes back from your past will be of help to you, okay, to surpass this situation where you're walking out. It could be for some of you, if this manifests as a relationship starting, it could be that you start a relationship with someone that you have met when you were a child, or a high school sweetheart. So even if it doesn't manifest in that way, it could be that you have you don't like the where you're living, so you decide to go back to the place where you were living as a child. It could be that you're going back to an old job because you left it because you thought it was better, but your boss always wanted you back, and you decide, you know what, I was better in that position. So there's a returning to your roots. Even to some readers, this card also represents reuniting with even past life acquaintances. So it could be, regardless of how this presents itself, the past will be of help. Anyone who comes back from the past for you, Aquarius, will be of help. And the final card we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is a card that represents, unfortunately, the highest form of pain, one of the cards that represents that. It can also be that you went through a situation where you felt betrayed and you abandoned it. Okay? I always say in this card that the important thing is that there's the pain, the situation of pain is coming to a peak and then is slowing, it's ending. You need this situation to come to a point where you go like, you know what, I have to deal this, I have to walk out of this, because if not, if the situation won't push you, you won't do anything on your own. And this is a card that there's a dawn coming out behind all the swords. So there is a new beginning, and there is a foreseeable end to the situation of pain. And I want to say that whoever comes back from your past will help you to deal with this pain, because even though this is a decision that you're going to be making, that it's the right one, because it's not healthy for you to stay in this situation, doesn't mean that won't cause you pain. Okay? And it could be that even at first you feel relief, and then that you walk out of the situation, and then you start to go like, oh no, what have I done? And you start to feel a little bit of pain because of that. But let these people help you, because when you start to see how good it is, this new path of your life, emotional life that you're starting on, you will realize that you made the right decision, Aquarius. But sometimes growth is painful, and in this case I believe it has a little bit of that, but it's always looking for something better. Okay, so thank you everyone for spending your time with me. We have surpassed the 2 million views. Thank you everyone for watching, liking, and subscribing. This community is amazing. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next month.